If I gave you two businesses to choose from, an AI startup with the potential to change the world, or a laundromat, which one would you choose? Most people would pick the startup, but many millionaires would choose the laundromat. And the reason why reveals one of the biggest wealth paradoxes you'll ever hear. Before we begin, if you're interested in wealth, business, investing, and financial freedom, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Because the ideas that build fortunes are often the ones nobody is talking about. There is a strange pattern among wealthy people. The richer they become, the less interested they are in exciting opportunities. Instead, they become obsessed with predictable cash flow. Most people chase excitement. The wealthy chase certainty. Most people want the next big thing. The wealthy want the next reliable thing. That difference may sound small, but it changes everything. The world celebrates innovation. Investors celebrate predictability. And those are not always the same thing. Think about it. Technology changes. Trends change. Platforms rise and fall. Entire industries appear and disappear. But basic human needs remain remarkably constant. People will always need food. People will always need shelter. People will always need water. And people will always need clean clothes. That's why a laundromat may never be exciting. But it doesn't have to be. As long as people wear clothes, it has customers. A laundromat doesn't need to become the next billion-dollar startup. It doesn't need viral marketing. It doesn't need headlines. It simply serves a need that never goes away. And that's the difference between betting on the future and serving the present. One depends on hope. The other depends on human behavior. And human behavior is one of the most predictable forces on earth. We admire companies that change the world. But many fortunes were built by companies that simply keep the world running. Laundromats, waste management, logistics, warehousing, maintenance services. These businesses rarely make headlines. Yet they quietly generate billions of dollars every year. Why? Because necessity is more reliable than attention. Most people focus on what is exciting. Wealthy people often focus on what is essential. There is a reason experienced investors love boring businesses. They understand a simple truth. Freedom does not come from making a huge amount of money once. Freedom comes from making money consistently. Month after month. Year after year. Cash flow is the oxygen of financial freedom. Without it, you're constantly chasing the next paycheck, the next sale, or the next opportunity. With it, time begins working in your favor. And time is the most powerful asset in the world. Many people dream about finding the next billion-dollar startup. The next revolutionary product. The next company that explodes overnight. But lasting wealth is rarely built that way. Most great fortunes are not the result of one giant leap. They are the result of thousands of small, consistent steps. That is why predictability is so valuable. Investors don't just buy profits. They buy confidence. They buy businesses they can understand. Businesses they can forecast. Businesses they can trust. The easier it is to predict future cash flow, the more valuable a business often becomes. That's why some of the most ordinary-looking companies create extraordinary wealth. They don't sell dreams. They sell reliability. And reliability has always been expensive. Now, don't get the wrong idea. Innovation matters. The world needs innovators. The world needs inventors. The world needs people willing to take risks. But if your goal is long-term wealth, there is a question worth asking. Don't just ask, what will be popular 5 years from now? Also ask, what will people still need 50 years from now? Because that question often points toward opportunities that are far more durable. While the world chases trends, wise investors build foundations. While others seek attention, they seek ownership. While others look for what's new, they invest in what endures. They don't want to own what's viral. They want to own what's vital. And there is something powerful about a machine that keeps working no matter what happens in the news cycle. No headlines. No hype. No drama. Just value being created every single day. That is where much of real wealth is built. Not in the spotlight, but in the background. Not in the noise, but in the quiet hum of businesses that society cannot function without. And perhaps that is the greatest wealth paradox of all. The more boring the business, the more exciting the life it can create. Because while everyone else is chasing the next moonshot, the wealthy are often busy owning the things the world cannot live without. They don't chase what changes. They own what remains. So before you spend your time searching for the next big thing, ask yourself this. What business will still be needed no matter what the future looks like? Because the answer may be worth far more than the latest trend. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment below. What's the most boring business you think will still exist 50 years from now? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.